read it. Either that or I stole it off a video. I don't know. It's one of those.
Well, I
three.
just stole that off you.
Probably read it.
It was either Reddit
It's
or
not
somewhere
broke.
else. Because I know
It
that's where I
can
got the
be.
John Yakuza meme.
Well, I just stole it from you. Thank you.
Badger.
Alright, well, everyone who's going to be here for the start is here.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go ahead and hit my little
Take that.
and streaming a bootin.
Oh shit! It
Still
was the
don't-
shield.
Still don't understand
That's
why
right.
Zen can't uppercut me onto a balcony.
He
Secret
depending on my
chamber.
mood, he might be able to.
Oh.
You'd be, but
To
you'd
the
be up there with an
secret room.
entire set
Brought
of
the
guards by
torch in
yourself.
here. But we did, see?
Well, that's what I like to call jump.
Okay.
Good luck
What
jumping out of the way of
the
arrows.
hell? What is that
Uncanny
thing?
Dodge. I can get an uncanny dodge on one arrow.
Hey, hey, hey!
Yeah.
Fire level 0.
Speaking
Sunstone
of
reading
ranged
0.
weapons, have you
Rocket
ever
status
done
no, no,
any
no.
combat besides that
Zigzag.
singular encounter
Party
where we
pooper.
specified, or actually 2 of the encounters with the Soliers, where we specified on where we're aiming with weapons.
Space rocket? I think I'm in love.
Probably not.
A rocket?
Because when you think about it, like, what if players just defined, like, yeah, I'm gonna attack this person, but I'm specifically aiming for, like, their head or
Impressive
their
tech.
leg or something?
A steam powered not rocket from a million years ago. Take that, NASA. I also got honey nut
Definitely
cheers.
apply
That's always
that
good.
out of, like, 2 combat scenarios.
Wild spew paw? What is that? It's a weird Pokemon name.
When we last
kids and
left
your
our
newfangled
band of misfit
Pokemons.
toys, they were escorted to an unknown location by 3 glorious, glorious people.
Ooh.
They were treated with absolute and utter kindness and respect. No one was kicked in the face. Despite the party being a bunch of hooligans, they were treated very, very well.
What about Amaya?
What about Amaya?
Wasn't she actually kicked in the face?
Yes.
You can't prove that.
Shit, you're right.
That's fair.
No, she was absolutely kicked in the face.
Leo's fault.
I did not start any rumors.
No, technically it was Amaya's own fault, but she just didn't realize it until it was explained to her. So, after that, you were interrogated for a bit. Then you saw the council was there. Jurgen apologized. One of the benefactors that caused you to be held temporarily was the rest of the council that doesn't know you on a personal level. They're a little less trusting than Jurgen. After they left, you were told that there was more than one benefactor looking for you, that these guys are getting paid by for various reasons. Finally, the last thing the party in the quote-unquote official / main part of the stream encountered was as the door to the room they're being held in was closing one final time for the session. They saw themselves leaving the building, including Zen, who is very dead.
Shock.
So, before I enact the planned part of the session, and there's a reason I have to ask this first. Oh yes, and then in the post-credit scene, our friend, our wonderful NPC friend that I'm co-playing with our friend Dew, which is also a spin on his Discord name, is where this person got their last name from. Darius Dewuva, was seen confirming that the same three that were holding the party hostage had stolen Zen's corpse.
Damn.
And I have a plan for the start of this session. It involves time. Before we do that, in the immediate aftermath of what you saw to end the session, the main session, what do any of you want to do in response?
I know I specifically said I did fall out of my chair in an attempt to move forward. How easy is it to kind of move towards that door? Mostly motivated to see if I was actually Zen, and also what did I just see?
Well, your feet are tied to the legs of the chair and your arms are bound behind it.
So I'm just kind of on the floor, basically immobile now.
I mean, you can try to shuffle. It's going to be slightly difficult when you have, a chair attached to you.
Didn't Amaya say they had Misty Step?
I do.
That's something,
Yeah.
Go check it out.
I wanted to ask, is anybody in the room? Still?
In the
Like,
room, they do not appear to be.
Amaya would probably Misty Step out of the bindings and run up to the door to see if it was shut.
Well, the door's closed now.
You all saw that too, right?
What goes on here?
Through the door. Amaya, you got out. I'm assuming you saw it.
I did see that.
Hmm.
Is the door, Amaya, try the door maybe. Maybe it's unlocked still, because we just saw it shut. I don't think they put a lock on it.
This must be a trick.
Can I use Mage Hand to untie myself?
You can certainly try.
What would I roll?
You can roll a sleight of hand check.
Hmm.
And I would say with disadvantage because you can't see what the mage hand is doing.
More illusions.
Wow, that's not a great roll.
No.
Oh no.
It's almost like disadvantage is supposed to be hard.
Oh wait, yeah, disadvantage. Oh shit, I didn't even roll disadvantage.
Oh
Hold
no.
on, let me
I don't-
see. Let me look at your roll first, because if it's low enough, I don't care.
It's too low. I bet you that doesn't even pass.
If I had $100 every time we forgot that we had disadvantage.
I mean, yeah, I don't even think that roll passes, so I don't even think I have to roll anything
Yeah,
else.
no, you don't know.
Shit.
Did I heal them lock the door? Oh.
No, it didn't sound like they locked it at the moment.
Leanies would kind of call out to Amaya, forgetting something? As I am on the floor tied to the chair.
Yeah. I would go over and first. Is the dagger still on the ground?
I mean, the sword?
Yeah. So sorry.
No, they took it with them.
Okay, I would untie Leonid's then.
So you went over to you misty stepped out, went to started to check the door, and then went back for Leonid's?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that's one.
Oh, fun.
I don't like this.
That's
I
a
can
brutal.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. $21. And 23. Okay. Would you like me to roll damage individually, or would you just like it all at once?
Uh, all at once.
Okay. Maybe some that.
Those have +10s on them.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, your 8th level characters. The things around you are tougher. Let's go with. I'm trying to remember what I actually wrote down. Wrote it somewhere else and I don't have it handy. Oh, yes, I don't know. Keyboard, you want to respond? Yes, no, maybe so. There we go.
Hmm. Oh no.
All right, so I'm gonna mostly give it to you all at once. There's 2 parts I have to roll separately for reasons.
Fun.
Oh wait,
Well,
no, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, so first,
It's all falling apart.
Yeah.
you take
Already fell apart.
30 damage.
Oh, so
It's actually a good roll for
fine.
you. Wasn't much of a roll.
And then you take
I suddenly don't like mathematics.
But I'm gonna get knocked down from this.
Sen is dead. This can't be real. It's more illusions.
31 more damage, and I need a con save.
Oh, I may be knocked down. There. Let's
Mm,
hope that passes.
It's not
You
a
are-
bad roll.
a lot of stuff are DC 15 typical.
Your maximum hit points are currently lowered by 31.
Oh,
As
fine.
as this person appears, actually, you don't even see a person. You just feel 3 light. You feel 1 slice or stab go past you. You can feel the air next to you, and lightning quick. You just feel 3 go into your guts.
Wait, stabs that cause a life decay thing that takes away max HP. I'm scared.
It sounds like a
sword
sword, I know, yeah.
Where's my sword at?
Like your
Not
sword.
heal.
And so you double over.
By the way, when someone's max HP gets lowered from something like this, how long does it typically last?
So you finish a long rest.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Depends on the source. Sometimes you can do it on a short rest, but this one is long rest. I'll tell you that right now. The rest of you just see Amaya double over.
Maya?
What just hit me?
I'm not sure.
What have you done?
I can't really see you well. You're kind of behind me where the ropes are.
You just hear a whisper in your ear, Amaya. I would say since you got close to Leonides can also hear it.
All right.
And you just hear, "Get back in your chair now."
Oh, okay.
Prop me up first.
Don't touch him.
Okay.
Maybe don't prop me.
I
Wait,
would go
Creepy.
sit down in the chair.
wait, it's so hard. Wait, you can't. If they see me on the floor, this isn't gonna end well.
You guys all right over there?
There's somebody in here.
He seems fine.
Oh.
I'm.
A few moments later, the door opens, and
Sorry.
and in walks. Let me go look at names again.
Lucinda?
I don't think it's
Oh,
gonna be
God.
a friendly face. It's
Oh,
definitely
God,
be
no.
one of the 3.
Unlocks. I have to remind myself of the names. I haven't looked at them in a few days. Unlocks Qatar. That's the Rakshasa, the Tiger Man.
Oh yeah, just trying to remember.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm reminding you. I had to make sure I remembered who was who, too. He goes, and he just looks at the condition Amaya's in the sitting in the chair. Whoever this person that attacked you that you can't see is didn't bother to tie you back up. They just made you sit in the chair. And he just goes, Tisk, tisk, tisk. I thought you were the smart one in the group.
She didn't mean it.
I'm gonna test the theory of if there even is a smart one in this group at this point.
Wow, rude, but also fair.
He walks over. He grabs the sides of one of your chairs and
Right.
pulls you separate from the group. Doesn't like throw you or smash you over the head with a brick or anything. Just pulls you out of the line, basically. Almost like if you were in like military camp and they call one of you forward.
Which one of us?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
He
dear.
looks down at you, Mr. Trest.
Hmm.
And he says, "Now listen. We've been tracking these idiots for months. We know you weren't with them long. We have a pretty good research done on you as well, separately, obviously. I feel like, boss and I feel like we can come to an arrangement. You don't need to suffer for these idiots."
I was waiting for something like this to occur.
Don't you betray us.
Oh. You seemed really interested in the sword that we took.
I'm interested now.
So here's what we offer. If you agree to this deal, I will untie you, and you are mostly free to go.
I don't like
I
this.
say mostly because of the second part of the deal. You can even leave with that sword, but my boss needs to borrow it for a couple hours first. You can sit upstairs in the presidential suite, essentially, and just eat and drink while you wait. You're no longer a prisoner. But if you want to leave with the sword, you'll need to wait here for a couple hours, because we need to borrow it first.
Well, may I ask why? I have purpose for that sword, the reason I'm interested in it. If he gets rid of that purpose, it's not of any value to me.
Not to get rid of anything that's about it.
Can I ask the purpose of having it for a few hours? I'm a man of knowledge, I'd like to know.
Do you know what it does?
Hmm.
I know what a sword does.
Do you know what that sword does?
Just came upon it mere hours ago. So, not particularly.
Let's just say that besides what we are pretty sure you want it for, it has other interesting properties, and we would like to use one of those temporarily.
Well, fair enough. Can I add a sub-clause to this agreement?
I'm listening.
I wish to speak to your boss. I have questions. None harmful in any way.
Be arranged. Do you want to be here when when what you're leaving with serves its purpose? That'd be a good time to meet him.
Yes, that works for me. Nowhere else to be.
Very well. I will arrange it. I will leave you tied up until I confirm that the deal is doable. But provided he agrees to your one new clause, which I don't think he'll have a problem with, I'll be back to untie you in about 15 minutes.
That works. Thank you.
And he goes off. And about 15 minutes passes. And he returns. He says, boss isn't quite ready to join us yet, but he has agreed to the deal. He unties you and just says, if you want a good view of the show, move your chair over there.
And Onin does so.
So, approximately, let's say we said that was 15 minutes. Takes an hour. About 45 minutes after that. I assume everyone can tell time and knows what 60 minutes means.
Yeah.
Leonides.
Mm.
You can feel that pull is gone.
Oh.
That.
You are no longer attuned to the sword of decaying flesh.
Oh. I don't like the sound of that.
And a few moments later, I got to use my phone for this because that's where I downloaded it. I just got to remember which phone I downloaded it on. Then it was this one. The three you're used to walk in, dragging a man who is in tears, like dragging him like his feet are dangling. He's trying to resist, but he can't. And you also see a fourth man, a fourth person. In this case, it is a man who looks like this.
Some mafia-looking man. I see. I don't say that in character.
And he takes off his white overcoat, hangs it up on a hanger, like a coat rack, like one of those like ornate ones, where the knobs just come out of the rack itself, and you hang them on that. He unbuttons his suit jacket, takes it off, and hangs it up. And he just starts rolling up the shirt sleeves to his elbow, just about. And then he reaches into the inside pocket of the big overcoat, pulls out an awfully familiar looking sword.
Look how awfully familiar looking.
Like you saw it like an hour ago, it was yours.
Oh, yeah.
I will turn control back over to you, but I have a specific idea of how the scene's gonna go. And he looks to you all, and his eyes stop on Amaya. He goes, "You're about to see an example of what happens when you cross me." And that weeping man is held up on his feet. He's clearly been beaten. He can barely stay. He can't stand on his own power at this point. And he walks over, takes the sword, jams it into this clearly common person's chest, and then they have no chest, as they are turned to dust. Leonides, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh.
You're able to fight off the flashbacks that you start to feel coming on. But you know they're there. You felt them before.
I probably start getting that anxious, heavy breath you don't recognize. I guess I don't know. Like that. Never mind. I don't know how to explain it.
Heavy breathing, ventilating.
Then
Breathing.
he walks over to you, Amaya. And doesn't stab you with it, but just puts the tip of the blade just And this is a piercing weapon, so the tip is the sharpest part.
Yeah.
Right against one of your already open wounds. Just puts it in about an inch and just turns it in the wound.
Oh, is this necessary, my friend? She's innocent.
You will pay for what you've done.
Don't do her.
If you mean the rumors I didn't start them?
You will pay for everything you've done.
Leany's kind of mutters to himself, "Don't do it to her," like a few times to himself.
And then after one last little twist, he whips the blade out. It's only like an inch in, so it doesn't really make the cut any worse, but it hurts like hell.
Damn.
And then he puts the blade to his the bloody end of the blade to his tongue and just licks it with a disturbing smirk. He looks to the rest of you and goes, "If you value your lives, you should take the deal that I gave Onin."
What?
Oh, is my chair still on the ground?
Yeah, no one picked you up.
Nice.
Wonderful.
He just actually he walks over and just kind of looks down at you laying there like inquisitively, and then goes, "Is this the one that this the one we thought was going to try to escape?" He goes, and the tiger is just like, "One of them." He goes, kind of just nods. "Very well. Is he also the one you described that you took the sword from?" He nods again. "Fascinating. 0 for 2. Sucks to suck." And he boots you as hard as he can in the rib cage.
Sparta.
Oh no, not flat-footed. Tip of the shoe.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And he's wearing you can feel immediately there's some kind of like metal plating on the toes of those shoes. They are not normal shoes. They're basically steel-toed dress shoes.
I'd assume I'd be able to take the hit well enough.
You cough up a little bit of blood, but you're not gonna die.
Do I take damage?
Yes, you take. Remembering how unarmed strikes work, you
It's
take
strength modifier.
Yeah, so you take. I'll add a slight amount extra because he's technically, it's not exactly fully unarmed because of his modified shoe. You take 7 points of damage.
I'd probably like cuss slightly under my breath, like not too loud, but still like something you'd say after getting hit.
Now, I have business to take care of. Would you all... Oh, actually, first of all, Mr. Trest, do we still have an agreement?
Well, last time I checked, yes.
He hands you the sword. When you go to start your research on whatever part you claim interests you, if you also want to unlock what I just did for self-defense purposes, focus on it for an hour. I'm sure as an artificer you know what that means.
Oh, yes, I'm very, very aware. Immediately, Onin would sheath it, and he'd hold the hilt and check to see if what he's interested is still there.
Oh, you're checking for the voice.
Oh, yeah.
You hear a voice in your head go, "Finally, I'm not connected to these pricks."
Ah, good to see the sword still intact, as much as I care for it. Does that mean I'm free to leave, then?
Whenever you like. It'll be a little bit more of a show if you wish to watch it, but otherwise, you're free to go.
Watch, what am I watching?
He walks over. And now he's just barehanded. He's given Onin the sword. He just walks over, makes like a knife edge with his hand, and digs his fingers into one of Amaya's wounds.
Oh no.
I'm probably at this point like shuffling in my chair, like stop. Like not saying stop, but that's just what I'm thinking.
You're lucky I don't kill you right now. But for now, you'll live to see at least a few more days. Because I want you all to see. I want you all to see what you're up to over the next few days. Onin, if you wish to leave with me, we can. I'm heading out now.
Of course, yes. I'll say my goodbyes to all you, I guess it's more properly to be used as tools, as I wouldn't call you friends. Been lovely meeting you all. I'm sure we will all meet in the future. I appreciate what you've done, but, businesses to rebuild, empires to destroy, a world to control. All that. But thank you for all what you've done.
He needs is giving Onin a death stare.
He'd turn around and go leave the door and put his hand on the hilt of the sword and say, Keldasso, I have plans for you. And he'd walk away.
Doesn't know what he's doing with that thing. I'd say after he left.
I don't like the
He
betrayal.
knows exactly what he's doing with it.
I don't like
They
it, but
all
I
seem
understand
to-
it.
They all seem to leave at that point. And the door is closed. And now, we will do the time jump that I was discussing. That's why I gave you the option to have that scene first. You have now been in captivity for 10 days.
I suppose I wouldn't at least be taking it well.
Up to you how you're taking it as characters. But Amaya, I will reiterate, you've been captured for 10 days.
Oh, yay.
Your gentle repose is no longer in effect. At that point, Tiger Man brings in a mirror. Puts it all in front of you.
Speaking of which, do I need to remove that decaying flesh sword out of my
You
inventory?
sure do.
Yep. Deleted.
Since it's been 10 days, we
Yeah,
got a
that
long
ain't
rest,
yours
right?
anymore.
So you're now sitting. You've been fed. They've, with guards posted at doors, let you out to bathe. They're not completely just tormenting you. Probably for their own benefit, because I don't want to smell you more. But the tiger fella comes in. He puts a mirror in front of you all. It seems to be some sort of magic enchanted mirror. As he taps on the back of it a couple of times, it's almost like a TV coming on. An image appears. Oh yeah, you guys have long rested. You're fine. When the image you see is of Amaya, Leonides, Melfice, Arena, Erebo, and Zen. Adventuring.
Hmm?
By adventuring, I mean to say stealthily murdering soldiers from the city.
Adventuring.
So this is what we saw yesterday.
10 days.
Noticing
10
that
days
these were
ago.
10 or yeah, pretend Leonid said 10 days ago.
What?
That's what I meant to say.
Ah,
Those aren't us.
that's not us.
As far as the world's concerned, it is.
Are we in this chamber tied up, Paul?
Yes.
I was gonna say I'd like to kick the mirror, like see if I could break it because I don't like this, but never mind.
The other thing that you see, he taps it again and the image changes. So a room that looks like a smaller version of where you are now. Like it's probably in the same build complex somewhere. Stonework and everything seems to match. And you see an open casket with a familiar body in it.
The familiar body.
Zen.
Leonids once again is now shuffling in his chair. Like, why do you have that?
He wasn't supposed to be here.
You're about to find out.
Oh shit.
If you don't have a hearty stomach, I'd suggest closing your eyes now.
Is he gonna finish our job for us?
You're not going.
And at that point,
Shit.
Darius wanders down the hall into the room and torches the casket.
How much strength would it require to literally shake? Like, I'm probably gonna end up doing the same thing. Like, fall down out of my chair, still tied up.
Can I use my
you can do that easy enough.
Can I use my psychic blades?
No, because you don't have hands to aim them, and they're still considered weapons.
Damn it.
You bastards! What have you done?
Bullets.
That's his.
I'm traumatized.
Tying up loose ends.
You can't do this.
We just did.
He was innocent.
If he was aligned with you lot, he was definitely not innocent.
What did we do? I'm so confused. Have you been talking to my mother?
You've been ruining her names.
Don't listen to her. She's a liar.
Harefoot, don't talk to me about ruining your name. You know what you've done and who you've done it for.
Burn.
Raina, you've stolen and burgled your way into innocent people's houses and stolen from them your whole life.
I did what I had to do.
Did you?
I'm nothing like her.
The man's got a point, though.
Quiet you.
And you, Melfice.
Shit.
Yes.
You, unfortunately, are mostly innocent in all this. You were just unfortunately born to the... Well, not born to... Well, kind of born to. More so raised by the wrong people.
Really? I thought my father was an innocent, good man. Or he is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have me mistaken. I don't know.
He certainly likes to convince people of that.
Oh.
I may have done stuff, and
No.
I'll admit, I don't even know what I've done. But you have no right to speak of this after what you just did.
And Amaya. Sweet, innocent Amaya. The things that you have done, I hope your God is forgiving.
What does he mean by that, Amaya?
Now,
He cray-cray.
I'm going to go do my job. Unlike you lot, I make no qualms about being a good person. I know what I am. I'm literally from the Nine Hells by birth. I know exactly what I am.
True, but you do realize we might not trust what you tell us, right?
I would expect nothing less.
Maybe we can make a deal?
A deal?
It's starting to get uncomfortable here.
Yeah,
Let
we
me
haven't been
just...
outside for a while. It really depressed me.
A deal?
Stockholm syndrome is setting in.
That's an offer I did not expect.
Is that sarcasm?
No.
But deals can be very dangerous, Reina, as we have learned
Oh,
from these
it's
events.
I don't think we have a
probably the
choice.
only way out of this.
Well, I wouldn't make a deal with a bastard such as yourself.
For once, Leonides, you actually have a good, valid point. And you're not
You
drunk.
know.
Ooh.
Out of what I've done, like especially in more recent events, especially with what happened to Zen, you ruined my one chance at it, at least somewhat making it up. And I hope you understand that and what that could bring.
I
Leonides,
hope.
you're right.
I
What's
hope it
happening?
brings you in a lifetime of torment. You pissant murdering fuck.
Leonides, don't blame yourself for Zen's death. You weren't. It wasn't your own actions.
Now, a deal. I'm probably the wrong person for that, but I know a couple of people who could make some pretty good deals. I could arrange a meeting.
Maybe it's with your mother.
Although,
Oh no.
he kind of looks you over, Anne. Not like creepily, but like
That's hot.
familiarity.
Hmm.
And he's just like, come to think of it, one of my friends might already be making a deal with you.
Oh boy.
Oh,
My sister, right? Not my mother?
Which her?
I didn't say it was a she.
Oh.
And I didn't say they were reaching out to you physically.
My father doesn't look like me, and I think he's still dead.
You're the one getting the deal offered to you. I'm surprised you haven't taken it yet.
Oh, that's right. The dream lawyer. I totally forgot to tell you guys about that guy.
What
a lot.
happened?
What?
Well, it was. There's been a lot going on. We kind of got distracted from it.
Dream lawyer. Huh. Honestly, that's not a bad description.
See,
Oh,
what
you
was
guys
his
amaze me.
name? I have it here. I think.
Was it last session we talked about that or the one before?
I think it was the one
Before.
before, but out of
Think
character, I'm
one-
just gonna say my official name for him now is Saul Godman.
Oh, geez.
Like calling him a god is a bit presumptuous.
It's that one line from Better Call Saul. I'm like a god in human clothing. Lightning bolts shoot from my fingertips.
Oh my god.
And what did I call him? Now I think I forgot to write it down myself.
I think Darius will know. He is our lore keeper. Oh.
Jorxain Mydreth.
Oh, yes, that's right. I was trying to remember why I didn't write it down. It's because I have it written down. It's not in the spot. Jorxain Mydreth, yes. I'll write it. I'll write it again so we have it fresh for people who may not have seen it before.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
You know, it's kind of interesting out of character, this group here. Well, my character, I think, obviously likes them at the end of the day, right? But
Yes, that's the
but
imagery.
man, it's like, how did my character get in with this group?
He kind of has the same outfit going
really
on.
took
As
a wrong
well,
turn.
Horse-own colors.
Is that all right? Because she's more just into nature and wants to learn, meet people.
And she ended up getting tied up in some weird basement.
Yep.
I'm very surprised you haven't taken him up on his offer yet.
I kind of got in a
You'd have-
situation.
You'd have been out of here by now if you had.
Yeah, that would
Interesting,
have
Raven.
made
Is it
sense.
because he
Yeah.
doesn't- Is it because he doesn't have a big enough wallet for you?
Well, it's not a wallet that I'm worried about.
Nevertheless, I'm sure you'll hear from him again soon. In the meantime, enjoy your stay.
Oh, we have to still stay here?
Damn.
Well, yes, you're not done adventuring yet.
Well, I don't know how much adventure we get done here, but
There are,
Adventuring.
there are still soldiers alive in the city.
That's a problem.
And he just closes the door and leaves, leaving the mirror in front of you. Oh, he does change it back over so you can watch yourselves kill people.
I guess I have to call my dream lawyer.
yeah, you should, Ram.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
What do you mean by that?
Does anybody in the
Thing is-
party know about it? About them? That
He's
person?
trying his best to just not scream out and like.
Have you?
And
I
I'm-
don't know. Have you told them?
I do that now. I probably would have if I remembered.
So you guys are all told that someone came to Raina in a dream and offered a deal.
He was a fancy boy.
I don't like dreams anymore, so I don't want to. Now I don't know what to tell you.
Are you sure this person's real, Rita? Obviously, he knows about it, so maybe. But guys, why do you guys keep secrets from each other? If look how deep in trouble we're right now. We need to be truthful, and the same with you, Amaya.
Okay, well,
What he was saying was it true?
Oh,
What have you done?
okay, well, this time I forgot. It was an accident.
Well, that's kind of your character, man. So it makes sense. I'm just kidding.
I mean, there's been a lot going on, to be fair. We
True,
literally got
true.
catnapped, okay? Give me a break.
I love it, catnap.
So we'll say you're filling them in more detail now that it's been brought up. And in the imagine you're watching a D&D campaign as a movie, we zoom out from the house that or compound that you're trapped in, and scene cut elsewhere
oh.
to your house, where about 6 foot, about 6 foot tall, fully dressed because boots. Very similar looking to Melfice, but slightly older. Drow woman is frantically pacing the house, mumbling to herself. Will this work? No. What about this? Shit, no, that won't work. How the fuck am I gonna do this? And then her head jolts up like the light bulb has gone off. She grabs a few things from your house. Nothing like stealing in the traditional sense, like food and shit that she's gonna need for, by the looks of the backpack she's packing, a long trip. Or maybe not a long trip. Who knows? But it's gonna be a trip. Grab some food and water. And she exits the house. You're captured for a few more days. But the scene, while time jumping, does stay on the woman. She seems to be reaching the summit of a mountain. About 30 seconds after reaching that summit, a lot of scraping sounds are heard, and she goes, "Shit, I need to hurry up and get there," and darts off running. Meanwhile, Shadow.
Hi.
Zen's chilling with Banamu.
That he is.
And Banamu all of a sudden stops. You guys are just like playing cards or fucking rolling dice or something, just killing time. And he goes, "I have good news, I think, and bad news, definitely.
Well, it's new. I like new.
Which would you like first?"
Possible good news sounds better.
Remember how I said very specific circumstances would have to happen before I could have a chance of stepping in to help with your problem?
Isn't that just more bad news? I feel like if you have to step in, that's not good news.
Well, here's the bad news. You no longer have a body.
Shit.
However, I just received a prayer
From?
from someone extremely powerful.
As in...
Naming you specifically. Requesting, not just to me, you know how sometimes you mortal folks will sort of throw up like a general prayer, just somebody please answer me?
Yeah, yeah.
We all just got one of those.
Regarding me?
Yes.
Once again, from who?
I don't know exactly, but I can feel just in the passion of their words and the aura of power they give. They're not a clerical sort per se, but they're very, very powerful. And they're claiming they need you brought back by any means necessary.
And you listen to them?
I've heard them.
But would you do it?
Based on the case they're making, I think I'm willing to.
That's not a good sign, is it? What's going on?
They're spouting off something about believing you're the answer to a world-changing prophecy.
Is their name... Are they...
Let me try and you seem to have an idea who you think it might be. Describe them for me.
Not human. Not at all. Very old. They're a dragon, actually.
Ooh, I might be able... Do you know what kind and where they're located on your planet?
Mount Draconis, and if I wrote down what type, they're like a silver something. Shit.
It's platinum.
Platinum. Some kind of metal. I knew it. But yeah, no, it's would Zen even know that?
Yes, you've been told.
Oh, okay. Well, then yeah, just Mount Draconis, platinum dragon. They're in some cave.
Don't suppose you happen to remember their name. That would be a very easy way to get them.
Yeah, it's Kiladrin? Kiladrin?
Excellent. And you see him close his eyes, almost like one of your spellcasters would if they were, or like Amaya would if she was focusing specifically on like a prayer-driven spell. Like, yeah, she gets her spells from, but like an active ritual type thing. He's like, holy shit, you made friends with a fucking platinum dragon.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh,
The only one I know.
really wants me to send you back.
What
S-
what
So here,
happened to make them believe that?
hold that thought. I'm getting another prayer. Not so much another prayer as an extension of the prayer. There's 2 people in the cave now. The dragon is with someone.
That
A
a good thing?
woman. Dark elf.
Melfice? Or who else? Lucinda?
That sounds like the name that the dragon is saying, yes.
It's the only 2 I know.
It's Lucinda.
Hmm.
They feel it is very important that one of us bring you back. So here's what I'm going to offer you. As I'm sure you can guess, if I'm the one doing it, I can forego the body problem.
I'd imagine, yeah.
But if I'm going to send you back, even if they feel I'm helping with the balance, I still have to justify this somehow. So when you go back, remember how I said you'd have the option if you wished to still be connected to that Wilhelm fellow?
Yeah.
I'm going to need to sever that connection.
Oh.
And,
That...
and replace it with one to me.
Hell, I trust you over him. I don't know what the fuck he's about.
When you go back, you will officially be recognized as my champion.
Oh.
Do you know enough about the terms you people on your often use? Do you know what that term generally means to your people?
I got a good idea, roughly.
Well, let me spell it out for you. I wish for you to become a paladin to my cause.
I see.
There are varying paths a paladin can choose. I will not force you into any specific secondary path. That is still your choice to walk. There are different oaths you can take. As you know from talking with me so much the last few weeks, we are a little bit different set of gods than some of the ones that we had, that your world has a bit of history with from elsewhere. We, being that we all shoot for a balance and not conflict at a divine level, we're a lot more open to you choosing whatever domain and path under our name you choose. I do require 2 things from you specifically, however. Number 1, I am sending you back as a champion to this prophecy that will supposedly save your world. If you go back and you make, I don't expect you to be perfect, but if you make one significant mistake, and I think you kind of know where I'm going with the kind of mistake I mean, you're coming back here and you're not going back. I don't care what the rest of your party members, what the rest of your friends do. I don't care what the rest of the people that you have to work for to make a living want you to do. You stay on the righteous path, because if you don't, you're coming back here and we're leaving to where you do not want to go right now. Understood.
Perfectly.
Number 2, I have the ability to choose, since you have no body, where your new one will appear. I know where I think you should be sent. Do you wish to allow me to make that choice, or do you want to choose?
I assumed we were going to Mount Draconis for presumably the sword. But if you have a better idea, then all up to you.
Me. Very well.
May I ask? I
Yes.
have the full intention to save everything I can. That's the only reason I would ever come back. But what exactly is the threat? I don't even know what I'm going up against.
I don't yet entirely know myself.
Worrying.
We make it a point to only watch things from a distance. We have the ability, if needed in a moment like this, to, find a person for you, send you back. But we try to stay out of your day-to-day lives as much as possible. It helps maintain the balance. So I don't know exactly what this prophecy means. But if a dragon with bordering on the power of bordering on the same power level as one of my avatars is calling for you to be brought back for it, it's kind of important.
I imagine.
If there's anything else you need to ask of me before I send you back, now is the time.
Well, I still have the connection to you. It said it's replacing Wilhelm. Can I speak to you, if need be?
I may not always answer directly, but you'll receive a sign if you pray to me. Yes.
All right. In that case, then I guess I'm ready to get out of this place.
You'll know I'm with you. Let's put it that way.
All right.
And you do, in fact, return. When you do, your eyes open, just as if you were in your original body. You don't feel different. I mean, you feel much healthier since, let's be honest, he used true resurrection on your ass, so you're at full health. It's literally like nothing happened to you. Your eyes flicker open, as if waking up from a nap. You feel well rested. And there are two faces hanging over you. Lucinda and Kiladrin, and in his full, gigantic dragon form.
Jesus, God. Hello.
And he's like, the prophecy has begun.
I imagine that's a bad sign.
Yes.
What's
And then Lucinda says, before we can deal with that, the rest needs saving. Quickly.
You mean they're in danger?
Lots of it.
Very presumptuously, Zen would kind of stretch his hand out, like, you think I could bring the sword with me?
He turns back into human form briefly and proceeds to go to a corner of his hoard that he did not ever take you to before. And you see You saw it from a distance once. You see a crystal, not crystal, but like a clear, heavy, thick, you can tell just by from looking at it from even from a distance, case. And he does some magic to remove presumably some sort of magical lock on it. And he opens it up. It opens much like a treasure chest. From the top. And he pulls out pulls out an object that looks like, hurry up and load, please. Please respond to my typing. That would be great. Please respond to my typing. That would be great.
You talking to Zen or?
No, it's computer.
Oh,
no,
your
my
computer's.
computer's responding very slowly and to my
Oh,
to my keystrokes.
I was about to say, like, are you like DMing him or?
So where did you see? Looks like this. I hit enter. Why are you being an asshole? I mean, I know why you're being an asshole because my computer's an asshole, but
Seems like you failed your spell casting for send message. Oh,
here we go. He walks over. In his human form, he actually kneels before you and offers the sword up to you.
Zen, not used to people kneeling to him, would very awkwardly take the sword.
Ruby, while he's kneeling, turns back into a dragon, who is also in kneeling, obviously still much larger, but using his bent leg from kneeling, or crouching would probably be a better way to put it with 4 legs. With the bend in the top, like basically his thigh bone, is low enough that you could step up onto his back, which it seems is what he wants you to do.
And he goes right ahead and does so.
Lucinda hops up on the other behind leg and is behind you. As you take off. And that's where we'll go to break.
Oh,
Oh,
Zen's back.
Oh, wow.
Zen's back to kick some ass.
What a roller coaster.
Hell yeah.
but I feel like it would be evident enough that it's the real Zen once he comes in, but
All it needs is your
Also-
character should be very happy.
I mean, once he comes in wielding a holy relic, yeah, probably.
yeah.
Yeah, no, this is also just for the sake of so I can actually use the weapon, because if I don't do this, it's kind of garbage. Can I attune it to myself?
Of course you can. You'll be traveling for more than an hour.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because without it, I'm actually better with my other sword.
So, just a reminder for everyone. This is what Zen just got.
What was it called? The Holy something.
Holy
Oh, I'm putting it in chat.
I made a meme for this. Holy Avenger.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, I've already equipped and attuned in all of my characters ready. Yeah, it's legendary and all. That's super shiny and cool.
Yeah.
Tim's
Gotta
gonna
kick some
kick
ass.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, and just to clarify to everyone, I am just to be specific, I am no longer a warlock. I am
Paladin.
full paladin. I'm fighter
Nice.
paladin.
I think
Nice.
so.
Speaking of which,
You're not getting the Holy Avenger at
Beca-
level 4. Sorry.
speaking of which, because Shadow, I like to troll people.
Oh yeah.
Amaya and the rest of the party. Now that Zen has been revived through other means, now you can get to level 9.
Oh, fun.
There isn't a specific level up command, I don't think.
Oh, we get level 9 now. Nice.
So what you do, despite the fact some of you guys who have been playing Beyond Sheets the whole time have done this 8 times now, I'll remind you. You level up in your sheet on Beyond first,
Oh,
then you do an update command, and then you do level, and whatever new level if you're multi-classing, whatever new level you took, that's the one you want to do the level command with. Make sure that you get the right hit die for your multi-class level. I'm going to jump out of chat for a moment or two just while I get downstairs to where I can join it on my phone. We will be right back.
ooh.
I'm gonna screw around with my
Ooh,
levels
and
first.
I
I
have
can just see what I can do.
now.
Because one level gives me an ability score improvement, which means optional feat. But if I were to put a level into my Bard class, I get more cool stuff for Bard.
I want to get that.
All right, update. And what was the other command?
You just do exclamation point update.
Ah, cool. It's
Then,
done.
then level.
Ah, it's good to have Zen back.
Nothing like learning to play music while trapped in a dungeon, huh?
And I want to know, Proceeded, what's your character been up to? We thought Maya
I
was a
don't
good
know.
person. Gosh.
Wait, if I do
Hey.
dual wielder, could I like dual wield like long swords in that? That'd be wicked.
It
I-
would be.
Might be a possibility. Might just be a
This
light
is
weapon.
good.
All right, I'll be back.
Because it says with dual wielder, they don't have to be light anymore.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's so good.
Paul, I need you to answer a debacle. The dual wielder feat says that, among everything else, I can use 2-weapon fighting even when one-handed melee weapons I'm wielding aren't light. Does that mean I can just dual wield longswords and stuff like that?
Yes, as long as there's still one-handed weapons, you're proficient with them.
I'm
technically,
keeping
you
that one.
With them, but it'd be dumb to dual wield weapons you're not proficient with.
Yeah.
That being said, if you don't have the fighting style 2-weapon fighting, you still don't get to add your modifier to both attacks.
Oh, so would I ever want to do fighter initiate dual wielding instead of just the dual wielding feat?
So it depends. Either way, you're going to get overall more damage than you are now. It depends on how you want to get it. If you want to get it by taking the weapons you already have access to and improving your ability to 2-weapon fight with them, take the fighter initiate feat and take 2-weapon fighting. If you want the ability to dual wield different kinds of weapons than you're already doing and more of them, then take the dual wielder feat. Also, the dual wielder feat does add +1 to your AC while dual wielding.
Yeah. Which is also good. Another thing I'd like to bring up is the dueling feat part of fighter initiate.
What is that? I know what it is, but I forget.
When you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you get a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon.
Correct.
Leo has always been the 2-weapon fighter, but I'm wondering if dueling would be a valid option maybe to switch to.
Based on how you've liked playing him so far,
Yeah. No, I'm
the,
not.
the overall extra damage you would get from that would probably not end up being as much as doing one of the two versions of dual wielding better.
Yeah. So I'm going to do fighter initiate dual wielding.
Ooh, I have a spell now that I can. Okay, that's good.
Have greater restoration, always prepared, I believe.
It's actually not surprisingly.
Alright, character level 9, an extra level in rogue. Fighter initiate.
You have raised dead, always prepared, and what's the other one?
Raise dead and mass kill wounds.
Ooh, that's almost as good as greater restoration. That's actually was good, actually. Especially since now that you have both of those always prepared, you can easily make room to prepare that greater restoration.
Yeah.
Which I strongly suggest you make room to prepare.
Yeah.
Because that's the only other way besides long resting to fix those hit point shits.
Shit.
What were you saying, by the way, Leonids?
I was saying, yeah, I took the 2-weapon fighter initiate.
Good call.
Alright.
Especially since you already have two magical fucking long little short swords.
Yeah. Well, no, I sold one because I was assuming I'd get to use that that other sword for a longer period than what it turned out. So now I have to use one of my spare daggers.
No, you gave it to me.
Oh, did I?
The short sword +1.
Right! I thought I
Yeah.
sold it at first. Never mind.
But I don't have it currently. They took it from me.
No, they didn't.
They never
They
took
not?
anything from us. They just tied us up.
I thought they did.
Speaking of which, I gotta update.
If you were
Oh no,
good
they did
aligned.
take. Yeah, they did take you. Yeah, they did take yours because you're a good alignment, and it was a piercing
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah. I
That
thought
doesn't
so.
mean they've gotten rid of it. You just don't have it on you.
Yeah, I know.
Making sure everything's right. Yep.
I thought about dragging out Onin being around longer, but after imagining how he was going to be played and seeing he was being played even more diabolically than I first thought, I was like, "Oh, I'm taking him as an NPC."
Oh, snap.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
he's too evil to not be an NPC.
no.
It's great. It's exactly how I wanted him.
As soon as I went to Shadow and was like, "You're sure you still want to play Zen at some point, right?" He went, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, I want to mess with the party, and I really want to play Onin as an NPC." So Zen's coming back sooner than I thought.
I'm glad I made such a great temporary character, brought Zen back quicker.
Yeah.
Works out.
Now you're really gonna have to be the main frontliner. Well, no,
Hmm.
the Deathless can do big shit and magical attacks at level 6 as a Moon Druid, so.
Yeah. Except this time, maybe I just won't die. That's the plan.
Well, you'll hit +2 harder.
True, yeah.
Depending what you're fighting, you might even get to do some radiant damage.
Yeah, and saving bonuses and stuff. Because, sword.
Yeah, that too. So let me see. Mm.
I can also safely say I'm not fully following the sort of guide that helped me build the campaign in the first place. I'm tweaking some things that I think fit our specific group better. Another of the important check marks for the must-dos of the campaign is checked off.
Is that
Oh,
make clones do evil things?
No, that was last time.
Oh,
oh,
so what is it now?
You don't know yet.
Oh, that's great.
You've not encountered it yet. It's
I think
happened
that's even worrying.
in the background habit.
Oh, goodness. Ben's not going to be around for much longer. He's going to die again. It's the feeling I'm getting.
Probably.
I
I like-
have battle healing spells.
I think Ben's worried about dying right after coming back when he's riding a fucking platinum dragon.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Who your new god just told you is literally as strong as his fucking avatar when he walks your planet.
You know, yeah, I should stop worrying. We have a dragon on our side.
Yeah, and I'm good. I'm
That helps.
glad that Lena and Leonides decided not to steal from the dragon.
Yeah.
Especially Mo now than
Would have been a
ever.
very short campaign.
I'm
Mm.
gonna say, wouldn't have mattered now, because if you did and got caught, which you would have, you'd all be dead off.
We'd be playing as different characters.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't there, so I wouldn't.
I just hold Paul at gunpoint to let me play my one-shot character that I've accidentally fallen in love with.
It would go to town, find you, and eliminate you, Amaya.
Well, no, he'd just kill the thieves.
Oh, okay then.
Couldn't kill me. I have a prophecy attached to me.
Different story,
Actually,
same ending
for now.
me.
What I will say about my checklist
Mm.
is the last thing that I checked off before tonight. By the end of tonight's session, you will know what the true cause of that is.
Oh, fun.
Oh, that's good.
Uh-oh.
So I would say currently, I could throw in some in-between stuff, but just based off my must-dos, and which ones can happen in the background, and which ones should definitely be things you could have a hand in or happening or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm gonna be right back.
Say we have about 10 to 15 sessions left.
Oh.
That's good. Is it? I don't actually. Oh. Not.
Assuming you don't TPK.
That's a hefty assumption considering our party. What?
Not mass kill wounds. Now we'll be fine.
Unless you're dead
Yeah, that
Let's
would imply
hope
we're not
not.
fine.
again. Yeah, we don't have a great track record on that one.
This time,
It's a lot of deaths.
I have Hollow, which lets me basically get rid of the charmed thing. So Leonides won't kill me next time. It'll be monsters that kill me.
That's better. At least it isn't parties members killing each other. It's enemies. That's we're improving.
Slightly less traumatic, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh, we're all gonna die.
All is as it should be.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
Alright.
Hmm.
Silence.
So, how's everyone feeling?
Mostly like
Better?
this exact same sound effect.
I'm feeling great. Zen's alive. I mean,
Emotional
Onin
trauma.
gets to do Onin things.
No, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'm a happy man. Onin gets to be evil. Zen gets to be good. Perfect world.
Yeah.
Now something tells me I'm not gonna be alive for long.
No, you're not.
Oh no, yeah, Zen's gonna come for you and he's going to butcher you. I hate to tell you.
Zen.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Yeah.
gonna see you all captive and he's gonna be like, who did this? And he's gonna go kill everyone in his way to get to you.
No, not
No,
necessarily.
even for Zen,
That's
that
not how I
seems a
mean.
little gory.
I don't say Zen question mark
Zen
in the
just
sense
died,
of
so
you can't do it. I mean that so much as never mind.
So much as never mind.
Plus, Amaya, you still got some secrets left to tell.
That I don't know of.
your secrets to Amaya. Wow.
So secret. They're secret to yourself.
Yeah, that's some
Yep.
new layers of secrecy.
For real.
I hear resurrecting does that, you know.
Yeah, no, you're
It's like
forgot about all your past trauma.
Yeah, no.
When you
Yeah, I
give
hear
me
resurrecting does that.
when you give me one paragraph of backstory, you deal with what you get.
Yeah. I mean, resurrection could
Expecting
still
at
be a
least 5.
very viable excuse.
Yeah, memory.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta get true resurrected by a god. See, that's you gotta play the long con.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Then you keep your memory intact.
For the most part.
I forgot that word for word I put in my other notes that I quote, I am apparently a mass fucking murderer. I forgot I put that in my I forgot I put that in my notes.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 notes.
10 out of 10 notes. Apparently I am a mass fucking murderer. I don't know,
Yeah.
I still don't know. Like Paul said, yeah, this happened with my history checks. I'm like, okay, I guess that's going into notes for once.
Oh no.
Blowing off the dust on them.
You know how my cat's laying in my bed? I'm not sure whether it's just asleep or if it's dead.
Probably dead. I'm kidding.
Kitty!
Somewhat.
Oh, it's alive.
See?
I'm sorry, Kitty. I woke up from a nap. You can go back to bed. Oh, now I feel bad. I woke up my cat.
It's okay. They sleep all day.
Cool.
Not my cat. He's always right here, like going now, pet me now. Oh, and they go. Uh-oh.
Paul's
Better-
gone. No.
What you doing?
Better
Quick,
call
no, it's not
Paul.
canon. It's time for a TPK.
Quickly.
Oh no.
Well, it's not canon. Time to pull up the random bullshit.
Oh no. Oh yeah? What? Oh my goodness. It's
that from-
upset kitty
who's-
time.
Wait, which
Wow.
mic is that coming from?
We don't know.
It's Mina.
Mina, start screaming into the cat. Start screaming into the cat. Start screaming into the mic. I'm talking to your cat, Mina.
Yell for help, Mina. This is your chance. Ah.
Stupid cat, I'm gonna take your lunch money.
How could you?
I mean, your lunch money, Mina. I heard you respond. I'm gonna take your lunch money.
Oh, she's upsetty spaghetti.
Poor cat.
She's
Welcome
fine.
back.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
When we last left off, Zen made a deal with a god.
Yay.
Okay.
He has now been given a very powerful longsword. He is now a paladin. He is currently riding on a gargantuan-sized dragon, along with Lucinda. The rest of you. A day or two has gone by since we last checked in with you all. When you suddenly hear a lot of screaming from the upper floors. Screaming.
I'm assuming Leanie's probably hasn't talked in a day, mostly because the mirror stuff. But he would now perk up at what he heard.
You also feel a tremendous rumble. And hear a massive, massive roar.
Oh.
You guys feel that too.
Yes.
Sounds good for us.
Let's hope.
It can't be worse, right?
Oh, it could be worse.
Oh,
At least if the building goes down, they go down with us. Everyone
Fair.
else here.
Zen, you are mowing down gangsters.
Lovely.
Lucinda is tearing through them with lightning precision in her own right. And Kiladrin is using the breath you don't want to get hit with and making sure he aims it away from you two. Telling you to pick a specific part of the building while he deals with the rest.
We see all this, by the way?
No, you're like 80 to 100 feet underground.
Oh, good.
Not so exciting for us.
You can hear a lot of it and you can feel a lot of it.
Something major's going up there, guys.
Is that a
The
dragon?
ground's literally shaking.
The rumbling above you gets louder and closer.
Oh shit! Is this it, guys?
Zen,
This is the end.
Uh-huh.
you turn around and see that he has exhaled his nastier of breath weapons and has killed all the remaining people you and Lucinda weren't already fighting, and knocked the house layer of the surface level completely over.
Oops.
It is rubble.
I'm assuming I've been informed with the situation.
Oh, you're very aware. They're underground.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm assuming there is some kind of staircase that is, or remains of some form of staircase.
It is very, very badly damaged. And he just looks to you and goes, I'll make a path.
I hope we still have
Good.
air.
And he begins to burrow into the ground. He is currently
Dragon friends are good to have.
he is currently burrowing a 20-foot hole in the ground. 20 foot, like, wide.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Fun.
Very quickly.
And Zen takes it very quickly.
It takes about 10 seconds for him to tunnel it out.
Oh, yeah. Seems like a reasonable time.
And the rest of you now see Kiladrin in full glorious ginormous dragon form coming out of a hole he seems to have created.
Oh.
A sight
looks-
for sore eyes.
Damn.
And he looks at you and goes, "We don't have time." And he just begins picking you up, chairs, ropes, bindings, and all, and throwing you on his back.
I still need to. Them. I need to. Them. They're still. Are they still alive? I am going to. They need to sputter something along that, including words such as kill and such as that. It's not very coherent. He's bottled up emotions.
You are quickly brought to the surface.
Oh.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Where you see, standing there waiting for you, Lucinda.
Yes.
And Zen.
Oh.
Zen. Is that
wielding a much different looking sword than the one he had when he left.
Zen?
Been a while.
Is this possible?
I thought
Long story.
They torched your corpse. I thought.
Is this some kind of drug? Did they drug us? Are we hallucinating?
More illusions. I knew it.
I think so.
Yeah,
No, you're fine. Guys, you're fine.
Zen, please Lucinda, get on my back now.
Let's go. And he would hop on.
He's like, they're still bound. You might want to use your own rope to like tie them down. They can't really hold on.
Or we can cut them loose.
You can cut them loose while we're flying. Go for it.
Oh, well.
The rope might be cursed a little. Anyways, we tried once and it didn't work well.
I mean, I think that was just somebody that was invisible.
Yeah, at a very out of character. I don't think the ropes were stabbing you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was out of character. Never mind. I thought that was related to the ropes themselves.
No, the ropes were not stabbing you.
Oh. The ropes weren't stabbing us, but something caused it to.
That was somebody invisible.
Oh.
The ropes are magical.
If I
The
had
ropes are out to get me.
You have about 10
Ropes.
seconds to decide how you're getting them safe. I don't care how.
Quickly as humanly possible, cuts them free. Which I imagine is not hard because it's rope and he has a shiny sword.
It is not hard. And just in time for you all to grab a hold, you take off 120 feet in the air.
Fun.
I stare at the rubble as we ascend.
You fly back, not to your house, but to the mountains. To Kiladrin's lair.
To not steal anything.
He enters, sets you all down. He goes, "Things have gotten very bad while you've been away.
Yeah.
We know.
Do you?"
They had a mirror or something. They have things that are us but not us.
Yes, doppelgangers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's exciting. Gosh, I missed so much.
Yeah.
That's not half the problem.
I assumed.
They have doppelgangers replacing the entire council of the country.
That
So
is
that
something
was
they
the
did
deal.
show us.
They are preparing to have those doppelgangers surrender the country.
This is the most
Oh,
intricate coup
snap.
I've ever heard of.
Zen very frantically and worried would say, "So what happened to the originals?"
I don't know.
They're probably dead, I would assume.
If they're
The only
dead,
reason I even know that this happened is because they made, despite their very careful planning, the people behind this made one minor in comparison, but for our purposes, very helpful error in judgment.
What happened?
I have an idea.
They tried to have you lot come and visit me.
Oh.
Oh.
I
Let's
have
see.
vision.
And you knew it wasn't us.
I can see through magical illusions, including doppelganger.
did you kill him?
That's good.
Did you kill them?
No, if I did, then you would not have been alive for me to save.
Oh. Thank you, thank you.
Smart.
Now you should kill them.
Oh, and we will.
Oh, we have to
Yeah.
fight ourselves.
I can't wait to construct my counterpart and see its head pop up.
We also have another problem.
What happened to our traitor and our kidnapper?
Oh, yes, he has to die first.
I don't know. Some did get away. I assume he might have been one of them. He's probably the leader of that place, so I assume he had contingencies. We still have another problem. I'm pretty sure I know what they're after now.
Your eggs?
Yes,
Perhaps you could hide them somewhere where they can
Yeah.
never get them.
that's the problem. There's 3 already
Do
missing.
really?
Oh
could eat
no.
them.
No.
We'll help you get them back, I promise you.
Who do you
Those-
suspect taking them?
If those notes were true, then
Whoever is truly behind what's happening to your country.
we have a
I
theory in
have an idea.
progress from different sources.
Yes, I believe Miss Lucinda has informed me of your suspicions.
Yeah.
So, who are we killing first?
Good question.
We got the doppelgangers. We got
I think the
whoever's-
doppelgangers are the most dangerous right now. They could ruin our great names.
I'm
Well,
not so worried about our names.
some
I'm
of
more
our
worried about
names.
the country.
What if we
Yeah,
eat
we're
the
worried about
eggs?
country. We can.
Why would you eat the eggs?
Why?
You did
I
not
Then they
just say
can't
that.
steal them.
Yeah, I don't.
In one.
Yeah, but you're really just gonna talk about eating their children in front of them? That's a little insensitive, you think?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just really hungry.
Hey Paul,
Figures, right
Paul,
now.
how hard would someone be able to bitch slap someone without necessarily rolling an attack?
You wouldn't.
I mean, why would you care?
Because you literally just said that in front of the dragon.
No,
that
not in front of
owns the egg.
him.
They just saved our lives and you're talking about eating their children.
Well,
Yeah.
Not where he
we-
can hear it.
It's not
Who are
enough.
you talking to?
Myself? I'm crazy. I'm dreaming
Well-
about lawyers. I don't know.
That's true, yeah.
Well,
Reina, I don't know if we could trust her anymore. She's kind of
Reina,
Oh no.
there's a message in your head.
Oh shit. I messed up.
Sounds like you have an awful lot of problems to solve, and very
Nuh-uh.
little time to solve them.
Oh boy.
Do we have a deal yet?
it's loyal guy.
Well, no one. I tried to talk to my party here, and no one seemed to know about him. Shouldn't I talk to? I should talk to Zen now.
Could always ask the almost omnipotent dragon.
Yeah, and there's this dragon. I'm gonna talk to the dragon. Kiladrin.
Right? Yes.
All right. Do you know about this Jorxain guy? He's been visiting me in my dreams.
I know of him.
Can he be trusted?
I don't know.
He's been promising me a deal for something. It was very vague. Like for a favor? That's never good.
Last person who offered me something like that was... Yeah, I don't like deals.
But if we need him, then that could be useful.
That, my dear, is your choice to make.
I don't have enough information. I don't really understand what's happening.
And reject the offer.
Okay, I guess that's what I would do. I'm kind of curious to know more about it, though.
Then in your head you hear, then accept the deal.
Shit.
Like an angel and a devil on each shoulder. Except you don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
They're all switch swapped. Well, it seems like we have a lot of trouble. Although we do have like a dragon on our side, so I mean, it may not be necessary.
I appreciate your confidence in me, young ones. I am quite powerful. I cannot take on everything that's coming our way by myself.
Okay, well that's good enough for me. I'm gonna do it. As long as it doesn't involve my mother.
In your head you hear, you're going to do what?
What was it? A contract?
Basically, he's asking, are you accepting the deal?
Yes, I accept. Dun 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 dun!
In a sort of weird... No, you know what? This is more fun. Directly in front of you, hovering in midair, seemingly on its own, are two things. A piece of parchment and a pen.
Are all of us able to see that?
Yes. There's
Oh.
a spot on the bottom for two signatures. One is already signed.
Ooh. This is
What
heavy.
is this all about?
The other has it's written out because it's D&D, but essentially the typed name underneath of who's supposed to sign there, of Reina Domino.
Reina, what's this?
This is happening. Okay, well, Zen's alive apparently, and we've got old friends, and now I made a new friend. And we need
Who's
allies. Jorxain. It's X. Jorxain. Jorxain.
It's just Jorxain.
Jorxain. Mydreth.
You know what you're getting yourself
Mydreth.
into.
I have no idea. Let's do it.
I'm not one for taking deals, but yeah.
You signed the contract.
Yes. I signed a
In your head,
contract.
The contract immediately disappears along with the pen.
I need a copy.
And you just hear, very well. I can work with this. I'll see you soon.
Oh
Miss
boy.
Domino.
All
That's
right
it for now.
then. I bid you adieu. He was pretty easy on the eyes too. That doesn't hurt.
Meanwhile, the rest of you clearly just saw all of that. Also, Kiladrin's looking at you like, did you read that?
I skimmed it.
Oh my god.
So no then.
Time is of the essence, right?
Do you even know what language half of it was in?
Maybe.
What languages do you know?
Oh crap. I assumed it was in normal language. Sylvan is the only extra one.
You could read about a third of the contract.
Jeez.
You happen to have any drinks up here?
Well, that's gonna bite me back in the ass later. Oh well.
Yeah.
What was your question, young one?
I said, do you happen to have any drinks up here? It's been a long day. Don't laugh.
Really, I get back, and that's really God. None of you changed.
I've been in
You said
I've been in captivity for over 10 days.
He said
We have
young
shit to do.
He said young woman? And then Leo
Oh, young
answered?
woman. Oh,
No,
I
said
just said young one.
Oh,
That's
I thought
what I
it said
said.
young woman.
Young one.
And Leonid is like 21, so I'd assume that would qualify for young one.
Well,
Okay.
plus, he's like really old as well.
I mean, he is beautiful.
Like, you're all young ones, really.
Yeah, we don't have time for drinks. We have things to do. Do we know who did this? Any of this? Who's behind it all? Is it the noble?
I would say probably is.
That seems to be the leading theory.
Yeah.
Well, where is he? I have a sword that has his name on it.
I think I know where he might be.
Good enough for me. We can fix our reputation another time.
Yeah.
Could you take us?
While we're talking about swords, Amaya, do you still have that short sword I gave you?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, could I have that
Actually,
back?
Did I get it back from
Oh
the...
my god.
You found it when you were leaving, yes.
Okay, but yeah. Say that again.
Yeah, I guess did Amaya give it back? I didn't hear what you
No.
said.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
she would have given it back.
See.
I feel like this will be more up your alley. He reaches into a massive pile of clearly magical weapons.
Was that addressed to Leonides or Amaya?
Amaya.
Okay.
Oh,
So she's still giving sword.
Well, if she doesn't give you the sword, he's not going to bother giving her a new weapon.
Yeah.
She just said she gave you the sword.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he hands you a +1 mace.
Oh, +1 base. Ooh. I have a mace, but I haven't used it this whole time.
And he says, I can't take you there myself. I have other preparations that need to be done. And I can tell you where to go. And he describes to you, you're not quite at the peak of Mount Draconis. Probably about 3/4 of the way up. At the very top of my mountain, you're likely to find what you seek.
Well, they went up for a hike.
Sure.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't.
I mean,
Yeah, we need to stretch
Oh,
our
I
legs
don't
and
get it.
be one with nature again.
Kiladrin, thank you
I mean,
for the prayers and all.
You are welcome.
And Lucinda, will you be joining us?
I'm wondering how to ask the
Hmm.
dragon to help us
Um,
transportation-wise.
He just said he can't.
Dang it.
That's
Lucinda
Balin.
goes.
Hmm.
Lucinda goes.
Oh, no.
I have other things I need to tend to as well.
Hmm.
There are a lot of steps to unraveling this plan.
All right. Well, thank you as well.
Thank you, Mother.
You're welcome, folks.
We'll miss you.
And I you all. If we see each other again, you'll know that my part of the plan has succeeded.
Oh, that's ominous.
Hope we see each other again then.
She hit me with a you all.
If we don't see each other again anytime soon, then I've been discovered and brutally murdered.
Let's hope that doesn't come to pass.
I have faith in you.
You're too beautiful to die.
We'll make sure that doesn't happen.
We shall see. And she takes off to start heading down the mountain to do some business.
Is it me or something was different with Mother tonight?
Probably just worried about this.
Well, time is of the essence. Can we,
Kiladrin just sort of looks at you, Melfice, and goes, do you grasp what she's doing right now?
I think I do.
I don't.
You know who you all at minimum are accusing of being behind this, and very well might be right.
Why would she do it herself?
Infiltration.
If
She has to act like she's on their side. If she's caught, she will be killed as a traitor.
Oh, very clever.
She is seeming off because she is risking her life for this mission.
I hope everything will go good. I'm pretty sure all of us want to see her live a few more than others.
That's very true.
Now, in order to enact my part of the plan, I must start to prepare. you should begin your part as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
We will.
Clock is ticking,
Let's get
Yes.
and it's a race against what seems to be time and death.
Luckily, I've already beat death, so.
It'd be your death, but should things fail, a lot more people are going to be dying.
Can always happen again.
Well, with that, Zen at least would go to leave the cave and head up the mountain.
I'd follow second.
I would follow as well.
Perfect.
There is no path this far up. You are climbing this mountain.
Oh, dang.
Wait,
After-
can't
after
druids
the
turn
finals,
into
yeah.
flying things? I could fly up there.
We've got climbing equipment. That's why we bought it.
You might be able to, but I think maybe by 9th level you can. I think so.
Good. But yeah, actually, 9th level can get up. Actually, 9th level is a real good level for druids. I can shapeshift into some good shit.
I can
Maybe
teleport.
The mammoth finally.
Oh, damn.
Here, let me look.
I can
The
teleport now.
mammoth is like insane.
Mammoth's only CR3.
Let me see.
Guess if Leonides doesn't have time to drink anymore, he'll have to start getting a new hobby. Paul, how much do pipes cost?
Where are you planning to buy one?
Not quite sure. Anyways, just a light joke.
So, as you begin to scale the side of the mountain, it is getting very cold the higher you go. Did you all prepare accordingly?
I never really dropped those cold weather clothes I bought.
Yeah, don't
we paired
we
7 sessions ago. We
Yeah,
were
we-
ready for this exact moment.
cold weather gear?
Good.
Did we get to go to the store first and get more like healing potions and stuff?
Actually, now that I'm part of your
You're
campaign,
gonna
I'm
go. You're gonna walk a week back to town, are you?
No.
Yeah, we have that kind of time.
Damn it.
So,
Amaya's dead now.
everyone, give me an athletics check.
Oh, good, I have proficiency, and I'll still probably
Oh,
fail.
giant scorpion. Giant scorpion, level 9. Okay, good.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
A nat 1? A nat 1?
Crit fail.
Oh,
Crit fail.
Gosh.
Theoretically, could someone acrobatics up a mountain?
No,
You're, so
you
you're saying
can't
I
fucking cartwheel up a mountain.
Oh man.
You
My-
can you can pull your body up, weight up with strength.
Never mind. Mammoth is level 18. It's a CR6 beast.
Melfice, make an athletics check.
So you're saying I
Oh, hold
can't
on.
just balance my way up a
No,
foiled again?
Apparently my plus 9 isn't good enough. Jeez.
18?
Melfice is
Overachiever.
the only good one.
Melfice, you are able to reach the peak of the mountain.
Oh, thank you. Let's go.
I'm gonna fall.
Reyna, you don't fall off the mountain,
Yay.
but you start to get winded about 2/3 up the next bit.
Can we make camp?
It is getting very hard to breathe, and there is not a place to make camp. You're on the side of a mountain.
We're gonna die.
Alright,
gonna
shoot, I
die.
should have used my bardic inspiration. Crap.
You should.
Leonie,
Oh, I'm not done.
you're stuck in the same spot as Reyna as you both start to get, not mechanically by rules, but exhausted.
I'm not done. I have psychic dice.
You have to use those before we decide if you passed or failed.
Okay. Then I am not okay.
You also have to remind me you have those because I do not look at your. I briefly look at your sheets each week for like 10 seconds to make sure that you didn't make any mistakes updating them. You guys are safe, relatively speaking, but you're not. You didn't make it all the way up.
Where's Zen at?
Zen and me.
I fell. I'm gone.
Zen, natural ones are not auto fails.
Oh, you don't rule that? Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
No,
That's for combat.
that is for
okay.
combat only. However, with a 10, you are stuck at about the same spot as Leonides and Reyna, where in your case, it's the heavier armor starting to get to you, and it's like, this is really, really hard to do.
I'm not used to being, weighted again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Amaya.
Hi.
The piece you have to climb is about probably 1,500 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to do the next thing, or do you want to do it?
I'll let you do it, I guess.
Okay. Maybe.
Silly.
Yeah, Maya's just gonna break her neck and fall into the Family Guy stock death pose.
Ooh, actually.
This is exactly gonna be it, but imagine them like going up. Hold on, let me find the right image.
Yeah, the Druid can turn into a vulture, so I could have flew up, but it's all
I
good.
just had an idea I could have.
Might have been tough with all this lack of oxygen.
Does
Yeah.
that come into factor? Oh, okay.
I mean, you don't see eagles like halfway into the atmosphere.
But I finally could be a giant scorpion, which I could hold a creature in each claw and attack 3 times. It can be awesome.
I'm assuming this is how Amaya falls.
Maya, what is your plan?
Hold on. If if I cast Summon Celestial and fall back onto it, could it catch me? Oh, would I just go through it?
I mean, it's solid. It could try to catch you.
Okay, then I
Amaya,
want to cast Summon Celestial and have it try to catch me.
Amaya really does have to fall back on her stand to save her.
All right. So, cast your spell.
Okay.
You forgot a long rest.
Oh yeah.
You have to do that after every level up. All right. Now, in order to successfully guide yourself to the waiting arms of the celestial, you need a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Okay.
So, good news for you. You'll only fall 100 feet.
Oh,
And as a result,
You didn't need that leg anyway.
you take 33 fall damage.
somebody call a cleric.
If only we had one of those.
Oh.
My druid has a heal, but Maya might be out of range.
Oh. I was gonna say I could at the very least cast Cure Wounds with my Bard level, but then I remembered that despite me using an instrument to cast it, it's still touch.
Yeah.
She looks weird.
What?
You want to maybe try that again, Zen?
Hexblade.
Yeah, wait a second. I'm not supposed to have hexblade stuff.
You haven't run your level command.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What, is it level? Do I have to do level paladin?
You have to do level paladin, and assuming you took at least 3 levels of paladin, you have to put whatever your subclass is.
Oh, it's a path of vengeance, I think. Path of vengeance.
Remember a story about a surgeon that operated on his own leg.
Oath of vengeance, and you can just put vengeance.
Okay. Do something like that. Paladin.
Jeffrey in his own leg? Jeez.
Yeah. Something like that. It's like Amaya having to heal herself.
Also, don't forget to do your fighter subclass.
Oh, but still didn't get rid of hexblade
Have
curse.
it.
Why do I have hexblade curse still? It's not on my sheet still.
Hey,
It's just because the counter is there.
Okay. Beautiful fighter.
Mia, I saw a clip of you holding that chicken. Is that the dogs don't try to get it?
I mean, they're used to it. You just have to introduce them.
Okay. It's amazing all your
So,
Yeah, she's crazy.
Amaya,
Hi.
please roll me an athletics check.
Oh, fine. Ooh, that one's good.
You make it to the top. Raina, please roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
Since you technically failed your last one, but not by a certain amount, the DC on this one is, since you were able to get some distance without completely falling, the DC is lower this time because you're climbing less far. You are
Okay.
able to make it to the top.
Yay.
Leanies, please roll me an athletics check. You are able to make it to the top. Zen, please roll me an athletics check. You are able to make it to the top.
These low rolls. Jeez.
At the top, you see something that looks sort of like this. Maybe if my computer will stop being an asshole. Where we have this, where have Google described for a image search.
Expecting only good things.
High expectations for
Oh.
Zen.
Amaya, I don't think your shin's supposed to look like that.
So
Yeah.
you more or less It's not quite exact, but it's close enough. You more or less see something looks like about a 100-foot-ish tall version. Oh, that image is kind of small when you actually get the full image and you try a different one. It's not any better. Damn it. That's a little better. It's jet black. And it looks about yeah, you probably should have.
Yeah.
But you made it, so it doesn't matter. Looks about like this.
Oh.
What about 100 feet tall? Well, no, probably not that big.
Mysterious.
About 30 feet tall.
What is?
Ah.
It looks like some kind of.
Looks like a. I'm assuming we're
Miniature.
all. It looks like a. What are those things that people put those little globes on? You see in like those little cartographer desks.
Yeah.
Measurement device.
Like some weird device.
Yeah.
Measurement.
I imagine Zen very weirdly, because it's hard to breathe up here, would have his mask on, but his eyes would be very much the same color.
Oh, that's a new development. What happened to your red eye thing?
Oh, death is weird. Long story. Big scary thing. We're probably all gonna die.
What?
What?
I mean, I imagine we're up here to kill a noble. It just depends on where we can find them.
I guess some things are permanent in death.
Yeah.
Could I go up and look at this weird doohickey, Paul? A bit
Sure.
closer. Do I notice anything about it? Like, is there anything, like, besides its entire shape, is there anything unique about it, as in, like, anything to touch, interact?
It has runes engraved. Well, I was going to say carved, but it's made of metal, engraved all over it.
What are these symbols?
You also can't get any closer than 30 feet.
What?
When you try to get any closer than within 30 feet of it, you're stopped.
Kind of invisible wall. A force field.
Can I push it? Is it movable?
No. You don't really see it. A slight translucent appearance to it when you put your hand directly on it. But it is very solid, like a wall.
It's a boss barrier.
Is it specifically for this device, or can I go around?
It seems to encircle the device.
I assume there's snow on this mountaintop, right?
Yes.
Can I just make a snowball and throw it at the invisible wall?
Yeah, it hits it and drops.
I don't know what I was thinking was gonna happen there. That looks cool though.
Can we open it?
Zen would just, I know I'm not supposed to bother you, but, I gotta stop this. I'm assuming this thing is bad. You got any ideas? I'm very much directing this towards Bunamu.
You get a image back. It looks very image back. It appears to be Leonid's lost sword.
Oh, cool.
But your connection that you're starting to build and the warnings you were given about like I won't usually be able to answer you directly. That's more of a cleric thing. Aside, he did say you'd be able to make pretty heads or tails clues. The sword is not. The sword shoots a beam of purple light out of it as a tip. That seems to hit a dome very much like the one you're looking at in this vision you're sent, and the wall dissipates. You don't get the sense that from the symbolism and things you were told to watch for. I'm not going to rely on fate and dice for this. I'll just tell you. Being what he prepared you for, you're given the strong sense that the sword itself in your vision is like as a sword, as an item, isn't quite what that's getting at. It seems more like it's a symbol of something else.
Like a type of damage?
Huh.
What type of damage?
Like psychic?
So when Raina threw two blades, she calls out, "I did 14 psychic damage."
I mean, like the color coming out of a weapon.
But you didn't see it.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't Zen see that?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Zen sees me use my weapon.
So, to be specific, the image is of this sword just pointing, and then a beam comes out of it, and then the dome stops being a dome.
Yes. Roll me an Arcana check, since you are technically a spellcaster.
Ooh. Man, I wish I was Onin for this. Not nearly good at Arcana as him.
Hey, quick bathroom break. I'll be right back, guys.
Yep. Well, we're getting close to done for tonight anyway. But
What is purple?
the color, you're thinking about the color way too much. I'll just meta tell you that right now.
Well, I'd love to get my sword back.
We'll get it back.
It's not a bad roll.
But good luck with that.
Yeah, it's
At
Onin's now.
some point.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting it back.
I'm getting it back.
Good
Sure
luck
you
with
are.
Just let me gaslight myself into thinking I am, and I will.
Yeah, if you want to do that, yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Whatever helps him sleep at night.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I assume my character knows who has it right now. Well, not so much maybe has it, but he can guess which two people might have it.
Maybe he sold it.
Moving on. Zen, you started to ask sort of clarifying questions.
Yeah.
Well, then you got interrupted by talk of a sword that doesn't belong to your party anymore. So yes, you see an image of the sword, and then a purple beam seems to come out of it, and another very version of one of those walls seems to disappear.
He's probably gonna look real stupid doing this, but he's gonna pull the Holy Avenger out and really aggressively point it at this wall.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I figured as much. I had to try it.
On guard.
I mean, you could have waited. You could have waited till I gave you the info from your Arcana check, but you know.
Oh, well, yeah, that might be important. Yeah.
Zen, what are you trying to do?
Also give me a religion check, but I'll let you have advantage on that.
All right.
Because you Even though you're a new paladin, you and Bonamu spent a fair amount of time together.
Well, I still don't know shit about religion,
I wish
apparently.
I could compete with it, but I can't.
Yeah, no,
So it's a little fuzzy. You're not 100% sure you're right on this. But you think maybe the reason the sword was the chosen imagery to be as the tool that's shooting the beam is to give you a hint as to what the beam itself might be?
That's got something real stupid to put a puzzle together.
Your magical knowledge is a little bit stronger. You do know triple check something. I might have described the actual beam incorrectly. I mean, not that you can't reflavor things however you want, but the basic description. Yeah, sorry. It's actually a thin green beam.
Oh, do you?
The colored matters?
Well,
Obviously,
I mean,
obviously
technically you can have characters reflavor things however you want, but if I want to be accurate to the original description of what that symbolism represents, then yes, the color does matter.
I mean, I get it. There's got to be some kind of spell to undo this, but I just don't know what it would be. I don't think I have a spell that would.
Can we disintegrate a wall?
You can try to Misty step through it.
Oh, that'll go well.
I can teleport with my psychic blades. But that part won't help.
Are you? Is this all something you're just figuring out in your head, or have you shared what you saw?
No. He definitely would have been like, people, green beam, wall, magic, go, ideas.
Okay. Now that we've confirmed hastily, though it might have been through roleplay, that you have told them about this, Raina, please repeat what you just said.
I want to try to teleport with my psychic blades.
Before that.
Disintegrate the wall.
What does the sword do?
Necrotic damage.
Oh my goodness.
I
can't do that.
I can't either.
Wait, what damage?
Great, now we know how to get the wall down, but
necrotic.
we don't know how to do it.
Oh,
We need to.
It has nothing to do with necrotic.
It has to be disintegrated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Disintegrate. The way I literally described the item is if you drop someone to 0 max hit points, they are dusted, a la the disintegrate spell.
Mm-hmm.
Zen would like to phone a friend.
Well, we have time.
Sending Stone Balin.
Ooh.
Oh, I like this.
He knows magic.
Oh,
And
never
he
mind.
just will Sending Stone out and just say, Balin, to help.
I was thinking of Jurgen.
You know the message was sent. You can feel it from the stone. Similar to when you cast the spell normally. But you don't feel that there's anyone there to respond.
Oh, shit.
Or at least you're not getting a response.
Well, fuck. Do any of you know how to disintegrate something?
No.
but would Lee needs his knowledge of bardic magic help at all, or just any magic, including that sword?
Let me check something.
Because for some reason I forget why, but I made a proficiency with my bard class Arcana.
You know that depending on what bardic college you choose to expand into, or not even bardic college, you know that if you continue down the path of bardic routes rather than roguish ones, you might eventually, if you do it right, be able to access such a spell.
That sounds ominous and something I'm definitely going to look into.
sorcerer or in wizard?
I mean, the closest thing I have to that in the rogue level up thing was, wait, oh, I don't think it's in with the subclass. Never mind. I don't have use magic item here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a thief thing. Never mind.
Pretty sure you're not high enough level to be able to do it yet, anyway.
Yeah, no. But what I was gonna say is I do have something that higher up in my leveling that's like that. But I'm like, wait, no, that was a thief thing, not a. It's not. It's thief exclusive. So.
I'd like to call a friend.
Oh, somebody
Who are
phoning
you
friends.
Sure.
My dream lawyer buddy. Pal.
How can I help you?
All right. Do you have a way to disintegrate a wall?
I do.
That would be super awesome.
Gonna be expensive, though.
Ah, shit. That costs extra, honey. What kind of expense?
Well, that's pretty potent magic you need. I can do it.
Sounds like it.
I would
That's
say...
good.
Yeah, that'd be probably 2, maybe 3 favors worth.
Oh, that's a lot. I thought that's a lot of favors. Multiple favors.
You want me to help you cast a spell that is beyond your means to cast.
For now.
Anyone in your group. There is, in fact, no one in your group that is capable of even learning how to cast the spell you need.
Not without an item, yes.
That makes it expensive.
Ah, so you're taking advantage of the situation. That makes sense. Okay. I can
Well, yes, you did sign a
understand that.
deal with a devil.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now.
Matter of fact, you signed a deal with a very, very strong devil. As I said, it can be arranged.
It does seem very helpful, though.
I am also keeping tabs on you. I do know you have other potential ways. If you want to explore those first, I'm fine with that.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Do they require me to go back down the mountain?
They require you to find the wizard you're trying to find.
Oh, okay. So we have to go. So this is an order of operations thing, really. So, the wall can wait.
If you can reach the wizard, he can do it for you. If you continue to not be able to get an answer, well, my offer stands.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you for your trouble.
Technically, for the terms of our contract, I could just make you do the favors anyway, but I'm willing to work with you here.
Ah, that is very generous of you. You're a good devil.
That's an interesting thing to say.
Yeah. It's interesting times.
Also, so yeah, the offer's there. You can just take it if you want to. Amaya, you said you had some sort of idea that you may want to try?
If I did, I forgot.
Oh,
Oh no, sending. I have the spell sending. That's what I wanted to try.
That's not what I mean, you certainly can, but that's not what I thought you were doing. I thought I heard you say you were going to try to... Yeah.
It's probably not a good idea. So...
Out of character, Amaya, weren't you just talking about earlier sending your celestial thing into there? Or did you already go over that idea?
I did not actually. Can my celestial go in it? Can I see if it can go in it? Oh, So
It gets to the same spot Zen did and cannot pass further. You didn't summon a spirit, you summoned a celestial.
Yeah.
It is a physical being.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Leo, where did your sword go, by the way?
they took it.
Is that something we can get back? Is it powerful enough to get rid of this wall?
I'd love to get it back at some point. Why do you ask if it would be able to get rid of this wall? Well, I'd seen. Oh, it might be able.
We need something to disintegrate. If that thing's strong enough, we can either go find Balin or we can go find the sword.
Out of character, I already forgot that freaking Darius tested it already in front of all of you. Crap. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Sorry.
Well, not in front of Zen.
Well, not in front of Zen. I was about to say Zen wouldn't know of it.
know because of the things that Wilhelm told him.
Yeah, all right. I mean, yeah, with what we saw it could do, it probably could. It might be able to take down this if it requires disintegration, but not sure it could.
So, assuming that we can't take this wall down right now, we can either go find Balin or we can go find that sword. I'm up for either or doing both. They both seem useful, though the sword seems kind of evil. But
Sword,
it's a tool.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would love this. I would not love, but I'd like the sword back. I don't want it in bare hands.
Did you try to use your sending stone to reach Balin already?
He's not responding.
Zen.
Hi.
I'll be back for you in a moment. Darius. You and your triad of terror
Dun dun dun.
did in fact have an escape plan and have escaped. You'll have to build a new illegal base. But with your finances, that won't be a problem. Just wanted to let you know you did get away. Zen. You suddenly get a response in your stone. Except it doesn't feel like a response. It feels like someone's starting a link with them.
Oh.
And you hear the following. We have your grandfather. Get off the mountain now. You have 24 hours to reach us, or he's dead. And that's where we're all in for this week.
No.
Another cliffhanger. I didn't see that. That was a fun episode.
Peace out, stream.
Goodbye.
I was just ending my actual stream for the game. I'm still around.
Dang. Well,
Emotional roller coaster.
I guess we have a choice.
I was happy, then I was happy, then I was really sad.
Yeah.
I'm glad Zen's back.
That's something.
Yeah.
I hated that treacherous dog that you were for a few weeks.
Great.
Yeah,
I love Onin.
Onin.
He's a big great
Darius,
for that
Onin
droid.
is definitely a great asset.
He's gonna have to pick his death: a snake construct or a scorpion crush with poison.
I mean, Onin's gonna get real strong soon because Onin has plans. Onin has so many great plans. He's gonna rule the world.
What is the most powerful character in D&D? Wizards, warriors?
That's up for debate, really. I mean, it could be any of the above.
That's controversial.
It also depends entirely on your definition of most powerful.
Yeah.
Well, the one that does the most damage and can wreck and stuff like that.
Well,
You can have so many options.
Let's see. A wizard or a bard can both learn the single highest one spell damage spell in the game. Fighter, if you manage to get all the way to level 20, fighter, and have a good high-end magic weapon like a Holy Avenger, which I suppose you wouldn't be able to do that because you have to multi-class. But an equivalent but less specific requirements for like a +3 weapon or something. A fighter can attack with an action surge 8 times in a turn.
Oh wow!
At level 20.
Very impressed.
So if you figure he just puts the shield away in 2 hands, his long sword, or uses a great sword would be a great sword or great axe would be the ideal.
I actually do more damage one-handing
it. Average damage for a great axe is about 7 to 8. So he could do about, with no crits, about 65 damage or so in a turn. Level 20. Also by level 20, you can actually, if you go straight to level 20 fighter, you can also, I don't remember if every fighter gets it, but I think they do. You can action surge twice. Which means the first 2 turns of combat, you can actually, between them, attack 16 times.
I hear monks are really bad for damage. Is that true?
Not really. People spend too much time looking at raw damage numbers when they say damage. For one thing, if you fight, once you're a 5th level monk, if you get good stat rolls or build your stats up, you can get up to about a DC 19 or 20 saving throw for your stunning strike, which you can apply as long as you have key points. You can apply as many times as it takes to stun them.
Nice.
If you're fighting something with really high constitution that you don't think you're going to be able to stun or that you know is immune to being stunned, you can also enhance it with your other abilities. Also, by the time you're fully leveled, your unarmed strikes go from a die 4 to a die 12 damage.
Nice.
So overall, people are like, oh, they're weaker, and they, in just pure damage number output, they are a little bit, but they also can do things like, depending which subclass you pick, get 10 feet of reach instead of 5. Get a capstone level 20 bone that does knows what. I haven't even read them all. You can also sometimes use key points to cast spells, depending which certain spells that you get from certain subclasses. So I mean, it's as long as you are enjoying playing the character, and you don't even have to like super hardcore game it. As long as you are happy playing the character and not making them intentionally, objectively, mechanically bad. As long as you're trying to use use them the way they're meant to be used, anything is potent in its own way.
Very cool.
Raw damage, though, probably wizards, just because they have access to so many goddamn spells.
Hey, Paul, can you elaborate on that spell for bards?
What spell for bards?
I need to go, guys. I'm tired and the cat needs to be fed.
Sure, have a good night.
Night, Melfice.
Have a good one,
Night,
Melfice.
Good night.
Bye. See you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
What spell for bards?
You're mentioning that bards and wizards could learn a very powerful spell.
Oh, yeah, Meteor Swarm.
I thought.
Oh, that's something I'm gonna jot down.
Oh,
Yeah,
bards
yeah,
can
I
learn Meteor
thought-
Swarm.
Meteor Swarm.
Yes, they can.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
do
you're gonna make a certain DM hate me a lot.
They might not be able to learn it necessarily by default, but I believe there is a way they can learn it. Normally it's sorcerer and wizard, but you can potentially finagle it if with a high enough level bard.
And wild mage is fun.
Alternatively, you could just skip the meteor swarm for raw damage and just fucking take wish.
Yeah,
I don't think I've
there's
ever
a lot of
properly used
chance
Wish.
involved with Wish.
Wish is so fun though. You'd be like, I want everything to die, and then like everything dies.
Yeah, but that everything includes you. You are a part of
Yeah, but
everything.
exactly. That's the fun part. You don't know what's gonna
You
happen. You
die.
kind of wish for something,
It's
and it's
like-
like 50-50. You get what you want.
If you use it the way it's in, I mean, I say
Like a-
intended.
like a
Obviously,
genie.
they say you can do crazy stuff with it, and you can. But if you use it the way the first half of the description intends it to be used, there's no risk of with the spell, and it gives you a 9th level upcast of any spell.
Or you could wish for the world to explode.
You can.
And if your DM really doesn't like you for one reason or another, they will make sure it fails, and that you fail with it.
No,
obviously,
it'll succeed. But if I'm your DM, I hope you have a campaign ready to become the new DM next week.
Oh no!
Because if you pull that bullshit and blow up my entire world that I built, I'm not running for you anymore.
No, that's very fair.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I totally get that.
Yeah, remember that homebrew world you had? Boom, goodbye.
Who needs
Yeah.
that?
Remember that DM you had? Goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, what if we just use Wish to overpower the DM? Turn the tables.
The DM decides the wish. The wish fails instantly.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah. So Meteor Swarm, the much easier to go over spell. It's a 9th level spell. Takes an action. The range on it is a mile.
That's honestly pretty good range.
There are no material components, just verbal and somatic.
Ooh.
Blazing orbs of fire plummet to the ground at 4 different points you can see within range. Each creature in a 40-foot radius centered on each point you choose must make a dexterity saving throw. The sphere spreads around corners. The creature takes 20d6 fire and 20d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. A creature in the area of more than one fiery burst is affected only once. Now, the way my DM ruled that when I did this once, and the way I would rule it if you ever get to 17th level and unlock it, it says in the wording, a creature in the area of more than one fiery burst is only affected once. You're still getting hit with the rock, a big-ass rock. I would only make you take the fire damage once if you get hit by more than one. But you would take the bludgeoning for every one you got hit with. I did
That's gonna be a
this.
very fun spell to use on people.
I did this in a boss fight with no minions to target, just the boss. I hit him for about 300 damage.
I'm liking these numbers. But is there any way I can make big number go bigger?
Now, he also wasn't even bloodied from that.
Oh, man.
Because I was fighting a fucking, demigod.
No, yeah, that's making some sense.
He had about, I believe, somewhere around in the range of 900 hit points.
It's 1/3 of its health. One attack.
And now, the other thing is...
Yeah, that sounds like a boss that I would plan to throw at someone late game.
Now, also keep in mind that without some finagling, which I may even be wrong that you can finagle it, but certainly by default, only sorcerers and wizards can learn it. And sorcerers and wizards always, unless people built their characters completely backwards, are going to be the squishiest. So you can hit the 900 damage super boss with your fucking 300 damage meteor swarm. And then he's going to use his like 150 feet of flying speed and his invisibility and God knows what else he has as a fucking endgame boss. Show up behind the D6 wizard, who, but even with high con, might have 150 hit points by level 20. And he's going to multi-attack you to death.
Paul, who hurt you?
D&D.
Why would you ask such a question?
Sounds
It
fun
sounds
to
like
me.
someone's only hurt you this way before.
No, you level 20 D&D 5e characters are fucking superheroes.
Yeah.
The challenge for them is you have to exploit exactly the right weaknesses. It's the only way you can challenge them.
Mm-hmm.
Which means, congratulations. He has 800 or 900 hit points. You did a third of his health with your meteor swarm. And now he's going to fly 120-foot fly speed over to you. You who, even at level 20, even with max constitution and the tough feat, definitely doesn't have much more than 200 hit points, which sounds like a lot, but at level 20, that'd be the low end.
Yeah.
And he's going to probably do like 35 or 40 damage a hit. Or he's just going to summon a Blade of Disaster that does like 12d6 necrotic damage. And slice and dice you to death. Then once you're no longer able to use your other big spells, like your 6th, 7th, and 8th level ones, because you're dead, then he's going to hunt down your cleric, so they can't revive you. Then if you're lucky enough to have more than one cleric or a druid or something like that, he's going to kill the next healer. Because no, I'm never going to run an in-game boss that has low intelligence, ever.
Understood. Don't make Paul upset at you when you're about to face a boss.
Matter of upset. If you get all the way to even 17th level is where 9th level spells first unlock. By the time you're 17th level, like that's what level I had just gotten level 17 when I did what I'm describing to you that set up the example. We decimated a demigod in 3 turns. The only way to make it challenging is to treat it like you're trying to kill Superman.
Yeah. Oh man, it's fair, but that's also kind of traumatizing. I can imagine just how scary that would be. And one last thing. For an endgame boss, would it be too cruel to give it power word kill?
No, power word kill is a great way to fuck with people with an endgame boss. Because it's a 9th level spell, so they can only do it once. And they have to be very careful how they use it, because if they don't use it exactly right, it actually does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But if they use it right, then poof, one character done.
Yep, just poof, back into the astral plane with you. Or, I don't know, wherever the hell souls.
But here's the thing. In a lot of ways, power word kill is almost not as good as disintegrate. Despite being 3 levels higher, because if you meet the criteria for power word kill, there's no save, they just die. However, it is for the purpose of mechanics, it is a 0 hit point normal death. You don't get saving throws, but you're just dead. Disintegrate, yeah, it might miss if they've had passed their dex save. But if they don't pass their dex save and it drops them to 0 hit points, they're not getting revived.
Sure, I guess one inflicts death,
see,
one
I see.
inflicts no corpse.
Yeah, one inflicts instant, but still normal battlefield can potentially deal with it death if you have the right people with you and spells prepared. The other one is if you don't have 25,000 gold in diamonds, it can't just be gold. It has to specifically be diamonds equaling 25,000 gold. And a 9th level caster who knows how to cast your resurrection. You're not, or wish, you're not coming back.
You're teaching me a lot of things that Preceded will not soon appreciate.
Yeah, take notes.
Also, if you really want to give yourself a fair chance of challenging a higher end game party, give them both of those things. Because the thing is, if you use a power word kill, it burns his 9th level slot. So you have to make sure you hit the right target with it, or it's not going to work. Or less so the right target as the right timing. Because it's not like you have to target a specific class or character. You have to target the person with the right number of hit points.
How many hit points is that?
Not maximum, but as of when the spell is cast, they have to have 100 or fewer for it to work.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's good, like if you just need to get a final sweep.
Like that. So you generally wouldn't use that first turn.
Oh no, definitely not first turn.
If you really
I mean,
wanted
after
to try
whittling
to
them down.
If you really wanted to try to kill someone quickly, and thought you had your boss either from the book, if you're running from a book, or the one you've built, or the one you've tweaked, or whatever from stat blocks.
Yeah.
If you think your boss
I think meteor swarms are better use.
If you think your deck save, like your spell DC, is high enough, you can do it the other way around. Because disintegrate, even if you don't drop them to 0 and disintegrate the body, still does a shitload of damage.
So it's a good thing I also taught that to this boss too.
If you hit him with disintegrate, assuming you're specifically saving the 9th level slot for power word kill, you have 3 disintegrates as well, because you can upcast it. You can do it at 6 base level, which is 10d6 plus 40. You can do it at 7th level, which is, I'll tell you in a moment. I'll bring the spell back up.
And for like a late game boss, 770 hit points is an okay number, right?
Yeah, pretty standard.
All right. I want to make sure I'm not overbuilding this boss.
So it's at 6th level, disintegrate does 10d6 plus 40, and it's force damage, which is both characters and even monsters for that matter. Very few are even resistant to it, let alone immune to it. And if you upcast at the 7th level, pardon me, it's 13d6 plus 40. And then if you use that last 8th level, that 1/8 level slot, it's 16d6 plus 40.
That's amazing.
So if you even just the base 6th level, if you somehow, whether physical dice, digital, whatever, rolled all ones, you would still do 50 damage. As long as you landed it, obviously. They can make a deck save, and it's not a half and half like some. It's save or suck, which is dangerous for your spell slots for a 6th level spell slot. But by the time you have 6th level spell slots or higher, if you've built a PC or a villain stat block using spell slots, in some of the newer books, they kind of changed that and just gave them like twice a day spells or whatever. But if you build them that way, or especially a PC, and build them to be best at what they should be best at for their class and spell list. You probably get dex saves, especially later game. Some big creatures, like some dragons and stuff, have pretty decent decks. The reason a lot of people shit on monks, especially endgame, because a lot of the things that are the most iconic, at least, that you would fight near an end of the game have high constitution saves, so it's hard so you can't stun them reliably.
Right.
However, that also usually means they're quite large, and so unless they can fly, which a lot of big creatures can't, they are likely to have a low dexterity score. So then you disintegrate them, and even if you manage to somehow roll all ones, they're likely to fail it. They're likely to fail it, and you just did 50 damage minimum. And more likely, with the average rolls of those dice and what they end up being, which is about 3 to 3.5, but round down in D&D, so we'll say 3, you're actually doing 80 damage on average. So it's kind of...
I was thinking math class would never be useful.
Right? But on that note, I have a couple of things I need to do before I fall asleep as well, so I'm going to take off for the night. Have a good night.
All right. Night, Paul. Yeah, I'm definitely using that knowledge to traumatize some DMs. Kind of quiet here, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to say too much out of character, but I am just a tiny, what's the word?